All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the final, the Caatinga Cacholote Carnage Cup. And what a final it is going to be. We've got two very, very strong Wingspan players here for you today. We've got EpicSaxGuy and Julius. So both players fought their way through obviously a group stage that we started off with in this tournament to determine the seedings, and then numerous knockout rounds to get their way through here to the final. And obviously only one winner can be determined today, but that person is going to be a tournament champion, so very, very exciting indeed. And on the commentary for this game one, I have got Alex joining me. So how are you doing, Alex?
Hello everyone, hey Flan. Yeah, I'm doing great and also very excited for the finals. First time commentating the finals, so
yes,
hopefully it will be a great match. And obviously both players are very prominent and very impressive stats in terms of win rates. So
absolutely,
it will be really, really interesting to see.
Absolutely. And I mean, talking of win rates, that is a very nice segue into my little stats segment that we have got going on for this for this final. And obviously we have got two very good players, so both in the sort of 1200s in the elo. EpicSaxGuy just edging the win rate 65% to 63 for Julius. But of course, EpicSaxGuy, this is their first final, so maybe a few nerves there, but they've got some real good tournament experience, a few semi-final appearances under their belt. But with Julius, we do have a tournament champion already in our midst, so definitely a good amount of experience there, but very closely matched, I think, these two players. So I would not be surprised at all if we go all the way to a deciding game 3 in this best of 3 series. But I think we are good to go. So we do have a coin flip this final. We have done the flip, and EpicSaxGuy has won that coin flip. So they're going to be going first in this game one. So EpicSaxGuy, if you could please send the invite out, and we'll get started. So best of luck to both players in this tournament final. All right, here we go. What have we got? What have we got in the starting hand? That is a pretty nice starting hand. All things considered, I think probably the Robin is going to be the instant keep, but maybe might struggle a little bit in terms of getting card draw with no real good wetland options on display there.
Yeah, I agree. So when you have a starting hand without any wetland birds, it always seems like a very hard situation for me personally. But tray helps a little. So even buzzard can be considered because it's only 1 foot, so it's easier to play than the peregrine falcon. But so Robin is an obvious pick for me as well. Let's see how it goes. I mean, 4 foot with the Robin and maybe some pickup from the tray is how it goes for the EpicSax. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you make an interesting point about the buzzard. I've definitely seen that a few times in games. I mean, I've done it myself where, it's a cheap bird. You just drop it down for that 1 food. Obviously, it is a bit of a shame because it doesn't have that real nice brown power that you look for, and obviously doesn't quite, make use of the power that bird has. But in a pinch, I think it works, and, it might be something they look to go for. But I think probably in this situation, Robin is straightforward. I do wonder if they're going to look at that Oriole, but that is quite a tricky bird to make work really effectively in a 2-player game like this.
Yeah, I mean, Oriole, it's every time with the pickup like that, you kind of preparing for the opponent to play some force birds and have some force action going.
Exactly.
And last time when I was at the commentary booth, I believe the very first bird after the Oriole or bird like that was played was the answer of in the Ruby Humming bird. So it's obviously not gonna work every time, but it can work.
It is a bit of a risk. I mean, I'm wondering if maybe EpicSaxGuy, if they're looking at this bird feeder and thinking, if I drop this turn 1, and Julius has to go and grab some food, then it doesn't matter what they grab. I'm going to get either the worm or the cherry that's there, and then that lets me get the robin down. So that might be what they're thinking, but yeah, it's a tricky one because it's 3 food. It's quite a big investment up front. If you're only keeping 3 food here, as it looks like they are going to be with these 2 birds, you're spending all of your food straight away. It's a huge investment, and there's absolutely no guarantee that you're going to get any sort of return from that, particularly early on in this game.
Yeah, and with not so great options in terms of wetlands, I think they can gamble a bit and play the Oriole and maybe consider that their opponent will take some cards and reveal something new in the tray.
I think so. I mean, I think they'll either play it or they'll just use it as a way of tucking and yeah, maybe pick up that buzzard. But here we go. A lot more promising start there, I think, for Julius. Some real nice European expansion birds there. I think both the snow bunting and the honey buzzard, if it's going to work this time on stream, could be good options as well. But yeah, certainly feels like a more promising start, even if there's no real strong brown powers. Although maybe that dipper is something they're going to look at going for.
Yeah. Also, everyone noticed that the game for Julius is in German,
yes.
So it will be a challenge for me to remember every bird name. But yeah, I think dipper and the honey buzzard are the really nice birds. I value them really, really big. Yep. And obviously the snow bunting can help when you want to counter the tuck-in setups.
Yep.
I think they can consider 3 of these birds and maybe pick them all. I won't mind that. And yeah, obviously you can go with just the buzzard and the dipper, maybe just the buzzard and bunting, but there are options. But their bonus cards are not looking particularly impressive. I believe it was like cavity and another type of nest. So if we take a look once again at the bonus cards, then I'll correct myself if I'm mistaken. But yeah, I would say it's a better starting hand just because we have a card draw and we have additional card draw because of the dipper. So
exactly, yeah, I agree with you. I think I'd be looking to go dipper, bunting, and honey buzzard here. I mean, it is a little bit greedy. Obviously, you keep 3 birds, you can only keep 2 food. You don't have any food generating brown powers, so it might be on the slower side to get all of this set up. But yeah, dipper is just really good for getting those extra cards. I think honey buzzard is so strong. If you can get just 1 or 2 worms, especially in that first activation at the end of the round, it's really good. But yeah, I think it's a risk not keeping the snow bunting here. And I think as soon as this robin goes down from EpicSaxGuy, Julius is just going to be absolutely kicking themselves and thinking, I wish I'd kept that snow bunting.
Yeah, I would like to request the chat help. So if anyone saw the glimpse of another bonus card, do let us know in the chat.
Yeah, if we have any Germans in the chat, please translate for us. We're going to do our best. Obviously, the birds for the most part. Some of the newer European expansion ones, I am still learning just based on the pictures and the kind of descriptions and all of that. But I think for the most part, we can at least get there. But yeah, bonus cards, that's the one that always gets me when we have players in different languages like this.
Yeah, so I think for now Oriole will definitely make the profit just because
I think so.
The dipper will reset the feeder and maybe there are more suitable options in the wetlands there for EpicSax. But yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and I think for Julius here, the key is going to be delay. Right, I think they've seen obviously this Oriole go down, and like I said, they can see in the feeder. It doesn't matter what food I take, my opponent's going to get a free one. So I think if they can just spend a bit of time, obviously they played the dipper, they might look to lay eggs next and then draw cards. I think as long as they can spend as many turns as possible here, not gaining food, and really just slow down EpicSaxGuy's tempo, because EpicSaxGuy, they want to be getting this robin down as soon as possible. And I think just by being patient here and kind of really slowing down your opponent to stop them getting that down, that could be really key here if you're Julius.
Yeah, but EpicSax went for a conservative play, so they took the buzzard just to make it 100% that you have a bird in your wetlands. Yeah. So I don't mind this play. I think it's really
I like that. And I think for EpicSaxGuy that helps them out a little bit. Because I think if Julius is going to go on this kind of real slow, not take food, try and draw some cards, maybe lay some eggs. I think EpicSaxGuy can still be productive here, right? There's the rodent in the feeder, they can grab that, play the buzzard, lay some eggs and start drawing some cards. And if they get good cards, great, you can look to play those. If you get bad cards, well, you can just discard those for extra food, or you can tuck them under the robin. So I think they can still be productive here, but also be patient and kind of just wait and hope that they can get something from this Golden Oriole.
Yeah, and for Julius, I think it's the setup I like the best in the European expansion. So you have the Honey Buzzard and the Common Swift.
Yes.
I like the setup really, really much. Always a pleasure to see some free grabs, and also you can consider if you want to use these grabs for playing birds, or you can just convert them to points. It's really, really nice setup.
Yeah, I agree, and I do wonder if that maybe is what made Julius kind of go and grab that straight away. Obviously, you kind of see a strong bird like that, and you want to grab it. I think, like you say, obviously the Honey Buzzard, it is strong early game if it can get you those extra worms. But maybe in the late game you can't utilize those as well. So yeah, if you have something like the Swift, just being able to turn those into points, particularly in that final round, is a really, really nice option. So obviously works for their bonus card as well. So potentially something to bear in mind for them as well there. So yeah, maybe a difficult choice there. Maybe the Warbler is the one, just purely hoping they get some worms from that Honey Buzzard.
Yeah, I think it's a decent pickup. I mean, you will also consider Goldfinch. I mean, like every time, just because attacking setups are quite high point scoring in that game, but it's really hard to play it. Like even round 2, I think it's really, really hard to find wood for that. So the Warbler, I don't mind. I think, again, if you make some free grabs from Honey Buzzard, you can consider playing the Warbler, because it's just like a high point bird.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I like the Goldfinch. I think you're right though. It is so tricky to get the food for that, and I think particularly, you look at their hand, the Honey Buzzard really being the only strong forest option that's going to generate food, and it's not that kind of real strong brown power that's going to help, get the food to get something like the Goldfinch down. So really kind of tricky there. But here we go. Julius had enough messing about. They grab the food. That gives EpicSaxGuy their food, and yeah, I would imagine probably they're going to look to get this robin down pretty quickly as well. But Condor's an interesting grab. I think maybe that's purely just for the low food cost, but there we go. Viticulturalist, very, very nice indeed. So a couple of good bonus cards, I think, there for EpicSaxGuy.
Yeah, and I think that's a interesting combination of Condor, and you can actually play the Buzzard on top of that and generate more points. And there are some like end of round goals that contributes that Condor contributes to, but then the third end of round Condor contributes to. But then you can play the Buzzard and have some extra egg space for ground nests. So
yeah,
really
I'll be interested to see. I'll be very interested to see if they do play that Buzzard, and then maybe draw cards before tucking, or if it is just going to be something they tuck under the robin. I think you're right. It would be a really good play on top of this Condor just for extra points, but yeah, we'll see. I guess maybe something in the tray. I think maybe that Hawk could be a good option for them, just to get something additional going in this forest. And I think potentially they might just have enough turns as well if they need that extra bird for the end of round. So lots of options there, but good pickup I think for Julius there. Got the Aldwin's Gull, one of my favourite birds I think in the European expansion. So I'd imagine they'll want to try and get that down pretty quickly to just help get extra cards and score some points as well.
Yeah, for sure. And for EpicSax, the biggest problem obviously now is the drawing. So
yes,
maybe can consider some other options. Not that we mentioned that the Buzzard play on top of the Condor. It's a nice play, but now we have to find some decent cards and help with the draw.
I think so. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they grab the Hawk here. Like I said, just they've got the rodent. There we go. It's that extra forest bird helps for the end of round potentially. And you play that, you leave yourself an egg. And I think for EpicSaxGuy, next round they're just going to be getting rid of that egg, getting some cards, and then tucking through the robin. And you see what you get. You hope you get some good birds that you can add to this nice tucking bird you've already got in the grasslands.
Yep. And the really interesting part, obviously, with the Honey Buzzard is how much grabs you get every end of round.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think that can decide the game pretty easily.
It can have a huge swing, right? If you get 0 worms versus getting 2 or 3, that is potentially the difference between playing a bird straight away or having to spend that extra turn gaining food and then playing it. And that can really change things in that second round where, you really want to get something down, maybe to draw some more cards or get some more food. Yeah, it can be a huge pain if it doesn't quite go your way. So we'll see. Hopefully, for Julius's sake, you get 2 worms. I think you're happy with that overall. That's not a bad return.
Yeah, definitely. And I believe that was you that shared the 4-fish bald eagle.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. So
talking of unlikely things to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 worms is a little bit more than average for the buzzer, but definitely resources that helps Julius.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think with those 2 worms, I think maybe they might look to get this warbler down potentially in the forest just as that second bird to help get something going. But yeah, I think really priority for them is going to have to be getting this Orderwind's Goal down, drawing a bunch of cards, seeing what you get, and hopefully you can get some nice engine building birds, because at the moment, a couple of nice teal powers, potentially a nice no power bird in that warbler, but yeah, beyond that, not a whole lot going for them.
Well, I actually think that the Black Skimmer might be the better option for them in terms of like points scoring. So they have like already the decent card draw, so we draw extra cards from the deeper, right? And with the Outwing Gull, it's a really decent bird. You will still have extra draws and then free attacks, but I think at this point I would prefer playing like big stable birds for points and maybe gamble a bit on the draws with the deeper. So like we are gambling where we don't have much risk.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting kind of comparison. I think it's one of those where the later in the game it gets, that's where you maybe feel like something like Orderwind's Goal is less viable, because obviously it's only 1 point, you're paying 2 food for it, and you've got to draw cards to really make most of that power, and it's maybe not an activity you do too much later in the game. But yeah, Skimmer is an interesting one. I think if they can get the couple of fish for that, it's not a bad play, but obviously kind of the way this feeder is set up at the moment, it's not looking amazing for them, so I'm not too surprised here to see that Julius is kind of still digging and still hoping that they can get something good, because yeah, I think they're really looking for a good brown power. That will do very nicely, that purple martin.
Sure.
Ooh.
Oh,
well,
a little bit of Rule 16 action, but I mean, the birds are pretty equal in that sense. So.
They are, and that's a real frustration, because you're so happy to get that purple martin, and now you've just kind of given a second tucking bird to your opponent to add to this robin. And yeah, I think that is really nice for EpicSaxGuy. They were really crying out for a nice second grassland bird, and yeah, Barn Swallow, real good one, especially with these end of round goals as well.
Well, I will correct myself and say, going and looking at end of round goals, the Barn Swallow obviously much better than the Purple Martin, but in a sense they are pretty equal to each other. So I mean, decent pickups for both players.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to help both. I think definitely it's going to help EpicSaxGuy, just this extra point generation, that extra card cycle as well. With this weak card draw, they're not really getting anything going there, so that could help them as well. But very interesting. Julius has gone with the Martin in the wetlands. What's your take on that?
I don't hate it. I mean, again, it is effectively Arduino Gull, I believe, with the setup of the Deeper and the Martin.
Yeah.
But we are getting more points for less food, and we generate grubs obviously from the buzzard. So I don't hate it, and we still wanna find some more big birds. So I think it's okay. Obviously, you would prefer having like the endgame grassland engine, but it's okay, I think.
Yeah, I think it works in the short term, in that really they need to get cards, and obviously now this is letting them draw extra cards. They're tucking, they're seeing more cards, so it is going to help. I do look at those end of round goals, especially end of round 3 and 4, very, very egg heavy. So like you say, you're going to need to pivot at some point to score well in that. But Eastern Phoebe, that's a good pickup. I think that's definitely going to help a little bit, at least with this food generation for Julius. So yeah, I'll be interested to see, is that going to go in the grasslands or is that going to go down in the wetlands as well?
I think here you will have to put it in the grasslands. I mean, if we're struggling with eggs and we have like the bird that gives like 4 spaces for end of round 3-4, I think it will go in grassland like 100% if we play it. And obviously we want to play it just because we have a common Swift. So
yes,
if we are not managing to play other birds with these grabs, we can convert. So okay.
I think that's the key thing. I think, like you say, they need eggs somewhere, right? They've not got this kind of tuck and lay or any sort of egg generation anywhere else. So naturally they're going to need to spend turns laying eggs, and obviously the free worms combined with the honey buzzards, that might help get birds like this woodpecker, maybe the roadrunner, and obviously the warbler that they already had earlier. I think those are going to be pretty straightforward plays, but like you say, any kind of extra worms that are left over, they're always going to be worth points with that Swift. So potentially a nice little setup that they've managed to get going here in this grasslands.
Yeah, and with the card draw, you can see that Julius had a lot of big point birds in their hand, while EpicSax will still have to dig a little for these birds. So that's why I believe they play Mauler, just in case that they have to draw extra cards. They have to find these big birds, or they have to find birds that can contribute to their grassland engine.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right. They've got a 7-point bird, an 8-point bird, 9-point bird. I think those are pretty clearly going to go down. I think this house wren is a good pickup as well. All these worms, and maybe that Junko might just help as well if they are getting all these extra cards. When you're laying eggs, if you're able to get those tuck cards as well and 2 different food types, that could be a really nice pickup. Oh, and big boy eagle as well. Very, very nice.
Speaking of nice pickups, yeah,
Absolutely.
That's really, really great. I mean, it works perfectly for the setup, right? Because we have a lot of extra cards from deeper, and again, any resource, I believe, can be converted in Julius' setup.
Yes.
So we can convert cards to points with the eagle. Now we can convert grabs to points with the common Swift, and obviously we are laying eggs. So
yes,
that's really, really nice to have.
Yeah, I think the only real issue there was obviously that dipper resetting the tray. Just having 3 good birds to choose from. Obviously, you can only grab 1, and then the other 2 get left there for your opponent. So I think EpicSaxGuy is kind of thinking a bit carefully here. They're looking at those. Obviously, wood duck, really, really strong birds. I think maybe they're kind of working out, is it too late for that? But even the woodpecker, works with their bonus cards, is going to help for a little bit of food generation. If they are going to look to play some birds later, that could be really nice as well. So yeah, I'm not surprised here that they're just kind of spending that little bit of time thinking, but no, it is going to be go for the food. I think they really want to get this barn swallow down and really just focus on laying those eggs and cycling through the deck.
Yeah, it's like the key component here, because again, going back to the previous point, we have to find birds to play, because now there are no big point birds. I mean, great eagle is great, but then you would likely want to play it with another bird, and then we'll have to find it. Obviously, we can find another great bird, but from now on, I think we'll have to go through the deck.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that is going to be, the determining factor. I think for EpicSaxGuy, the real strong point generation in this grasslands is going to be there once they get this swallow down. Real shame for them not getting those worms. And obviously, this is something that was talked about very recently with your opponent having the honey buzzard. Potentially, they re-roll and take all the worms, but not going to be a factor there. Very nice golden oriole doing its job, get you the worm, get the swallow down, and that's just won them the end of round goal as well. So very, very smooth, I think, there for EpicSaxGuy.
Yeah, nice point swing here, because we have to find those swings, because we have low scoring from the bird points itself. So we have to find any point we can.
Absolutely, and that is a good re-roll on the honey buzzard. 3 worms, very, very welcome. especially again with all of these lovely big point birds that Julius has got. So yeah, it does kind of feel like it's going to be a bit of a race to the end, but in sort of two different directions. I think really EpicSaxGuy, yeah, like you said, just kind of going to try and draw birds, get some big point birds. Maybe that Oriole might be a good pickup, especially for the bonus card as well. But yeah, Oologist, we talk about it as this guaranteed 9 points, or 6 points, sorry, with those 9 birds, but they only have 6 birds down. And yeah, kind of running out of time a little bit to try and get the extra birds down to meet that.
It was an interesting pickup from EpicSax. So they went for the ash-trotted, I think, to fill out the viticulturist, and they're looking at it right now. I think that was the case for that bird.
I think so.
I mean, we don't have that many cavity nests, but we have a couple of star nests. So I think that was the reasoning behind the ash-trotted pickup.
Yeah.
So
yes,
it's okay. It's an okay pickup. So it helps with the end game. So like we can convert some extra food we will get from the Oriole, or maybe from both Orioles. Yeah.
Yes, so, absolutely. Yeah,
because the Baltimore Oriole will be played, I think, like 100% here, and yeah, so decent plan.
Yes, yeah, I think so. I think if they can get a nice re-roll, or like you say, maybe that golden Oriole helping out, maybe some free worms from the Phoebe as well. I think if you can get that Oriole down, the free cherry from that's going to help get the flycatcher down, and that's the bonus card maxed out. You've got another bird down, obviously to help for your oologist, but you're getting extra eggs as well while doing that. So yeah, I think that's a nice combo to consider for EpicSaxGuy. But yeah, I think surely they've got to lay eggs. You've got that. It's either a chickadee or a nuthatch. I don't think that's ever going to get played. So you can probably start tucking that, and yeah, see what you get from the deck. That would have been nice earlier. Probably a little bit late now.
Yeah, Mute Swan is a nice bird, but it's stuck instantly just because it's already end of round. It's already round 3, so
absolutely.
Yeah, let's see what the deck compares.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe they're looking at this Bee Eater, thinking I'm going to get some free worms. It's another cavity nest, so if I am going to play this flycatcher, that's another free egg. So could potentially help out a bit there. But yeah, I'll be interested to see if they kind of gamble from the deck. We do have a point in the chat about the flycatcher. Maybe it's a denial from stopping Julius get that. Obviously, they're covered all over the place in cavity nests, and obviously EpicSaxGuy doesn't know this, but a real good synergy with their bonus card as well. So yeah, I'm interested to see what EpicSaxGuy does here.
Yeah, so the denial point was on point.
Yeah.
I think it could be also the case of like my opponent draw a lot of cards. Do they want to draw once more to have this flycatcher?
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's a really decent board in the Julius setup. So if it was because of denial, I think it's a great pickup still, because we can make it work on our board
exactly.
As well. So
exactly.
Why not?
Yeah, I think whenever the topic of denials come up, it's something I see newer players ask. How do you know when to deny a card from someone or when to just leave it? And I think there is this kind of consideration you have to make to yourself of, okay, well, can I make this bird work for myself, or am I purely picking it up so that they don't get it, and that I'm just going to tuck that or discard that and do something else with it? I think that's always what you've got to consider, and I think you're absolutely right here. It is a denial, but it's going to be potentially a really good bird here for EpicSaxGuy. Play that late in the game. They're going to have a good number of cavity nests down. I think with this Bee Eater and potentially with this Oriole as well, they should really have no problem getting the food for that. So yeah, should be a good setup for them. Equally, I think a real good setup for Julius here. They've got this Roadrunner down, so kind of this Grasslands came out of nowhere altogether in this third round, but real nice, I think, going into this final round.
Oh yeah, so Julius Grassland I think it's really strong right now, and I also admire this German name for the Roadrunner. I don't know how it's pronounced, but
I'm not even gonna try. I would embarrass myself too much if I tried pronouncing that.
I learned German for like a couple of months, but I'm not even near trying to pronounce it.
No, I don't think they cover bird names, do they, in school when they teach you? So Maybe they need to add that to the curriculum, but yeah, this is good. I like this for Julius. You got the real strong point generation, obviously, but you're also getting the exact food you need to play these birds, right? They're getting worms. That's going to play probably this house wren into the warbler, and then obviously you're getting all these seeds. So that's going to help play this trumpeter swan. So it just feels really clean. I think maybe one more turn drawing cards just so they have enough cards to use this eagle in the final round, but other than that, they can just spend turns laying eggs, scoring a lot of points, and then obviously playing some of these big point birds and scoring a lot of points as well. So yeah, this is going to be a real clean end game, I think, for Julius.
Yeah, I think Julius' chances to win are very, very prominent as well. So like I think like it's like 90-10 for me for Julius to win this game, just because it's just because we don't have much big birds in EpicSaxGuy hand, and that's why.
Yes.
So we will have like Trumpeter Swan play that's +9, then we'll have the Eastern Imperial play that's +10, and we'll have like maybe double play, but even the plain Warblers like again 8 points.
Yeah.
I think that's no way to counter that at that point.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to call. I will get a poll up in the chat very shortly for our viewers, but yeah, I do feel like coming into this third round, I think EpicSaxGuy was ahead. Their setup was looking really strong. They got those double tucking birds really, really nice in the grasslands. But just the way Julius has played this third round, they've got this all set up. And like you say, it's going to be big point bird after big point bird. Going into this final round, these are the kind of turns you want to see. Scoring a lot of points. And again, coming back to this point we talked about earlier, they're going to get a load of worms from the Phoebe. They're going to get even more worms from their Sunny Buzzard. Every single one of those worms is going to become a point through this common swift. So very, very nice kind of end game setup, I think, here for Julius.
Yeah, and I would be happy to be wrong, just because like I like these strategies that are not like very obvious, right? So like the strategy with the Oriole to try and gain some extra food and try to win that way. I mean, it's not like every game you see that, obviously, because like you have like not so great starter for the hand. But yeah, I still think that Julius has a very comfortable lead here.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Obviously, this Oriole, that's a big point play that's going to go down. And yeah, I think this Flycatcher, that's probably going to be, it's going to be what, 7 points maybe. But it is going to help their bonus card. So I think EpicSaxGuy, they're going to have the edge on the bonus cards. I think potentially end of round goals as well. Obviously, they won the first 2. I think they're looking strongest for this third one. And then maybe it's going to be close, I think, for that final one as well. See, the Eagle's going to go down, so that's going to help Julius. But yeah, it feels like it's going to be a game of big point birds for Julius to score lots of points. But obviously, we're going to get lots of tuck cards, lots of bonus cards, and end of round goals for EpicSaxGuy. So I think this could be close. It is going to depend, how both players are going to play this final round, because that can really make all the difference.
Yeah, and speaking about like the rerolls, we do see the 4 fish in the trade. So Bold Eagle, where Bold Eagle?
Bold Eagle, get the Bold Eagle up. No, that would be a very nice play, indeed, I think. But yeah, we'll see. If we're talking about rerolls, we're going to get Honey Buzzard here. What are we going to see? Very, very nice 3 worms. So Honey Buzzard has been doing its job today. What is that? 2 and then 3 and then 3. So yeah, not surprised at all to see Julius start getting rid of some of these worms. I think they can probably afford to get rid of most of them here, because that Phoebe's going to give you plenty more, and I really can't see EpicSaxGuy. They've already got all this food. I'm not sure they can make too much use out of it. But here we go into the final round. Nothing super inspiring in the tray. I think really that's going to have to be what EpicSaxGuy looks for to try and get something good to bring them back into this.
Yeah. I mean, when saying about 90% chance for Julius to win, I forgot to consider end of round goals. So we are losing pretty much every end of round for this point in time, but we can fight for the last one. And I think the point swing here is not that big, right? So like it's a 1 big bird. And our plan would be to play like 3 big birds at that point. So like Trumpeter Swan, then Warbler, then Eastern Imperial. So I think it's still like kind of level and maybe to Julius' advantage.
Yeah, I think Julius is going to have the edge on the egg laying as well. I'm just sort of trying to count the cards in their hand, see if they've got enough to tuck. But obviously, if they play this eagle right away, they're going to be getting some seeds from this Junko. They have no value. You can start throwing those away for extra eggs. So that's going to be a nice option potentially for them. And then, like you say, you've still got this Warbler. You can use a couple of worms towards that. You're going to have extra worms from the Phoebe and the Honey Buzzard. That goes on the Swift as well. So real nice point scoring there. And yeah, I think for EpicSaxGuy, it is just about hitting the bonus cards, which I think they are going to be able to do once this Flycatcher goes down. And then again, just laying eggs, and they're still getting 6 points a turn from their own engine. So really, really nice there, I think, for EpicSaxGuy as well.
Yeah, and Julius went with just the Warbler play, and they didn't play the House Wren. I don't hate that. I think it's like if we play double bird at that point in game, we would likely play it just for the egg spots, and I believe we are okay with our egg spots right now, because we will play obviously the Eastern Imperial, and then we'll lay egg 2 times, and there is no way that we overflow with eggs. So it's a good play.
Yeah, I think the eggs are fine, and obviously the House Wren, it gives you a point, but it costs you an egg to play it, so it's not going to get you any points. And actually, if that is an extra worm that you could use on the Common Swift for another point, that's something to consider as well. So I think they were keeping hold of it just in case they could get another cavity nest. Obviously, at the moment they're already on 4, so if they could have got to 6, you get extra points on the bonus card. But yeah, I think definitely makes sense there to not play that and keep the extra one. But yeah, for EpicSaxGuy, I think this is just going to be the game. It's going to be lay eggs, get the last little bit of food you need for this Flycatcher, get that down, and then just lay eggs. And I think they should have the space for that as well. So no issues there. But here we go, big point eagle going straight down. So satisfying, and a huge number of points here for Julius.
Yeah, and with Eastern Imperial and Bonelli, I always try to find like the style points by attacking the birds that I think will bring me style points.
Absolutely.
So yeah, keeping the House Wren, I think it's a style point here. But
yes, yeah.
So yeah, end game is pretty obvious. So both birds, big birds, were played. So Eastern Imperial and Flycatcher, and now we'll just see egg laying action, and then we'll see the final score.
I think so. And yes, obviously Julius, when they lay eggs here, they can ditch a food. They get 5 eggs. Unfortunate on the Roadrunner there, but still you get another tuck and you get a worm. Obviously that worm being worth a point to you and not worth any points to your opponent. So really, really nice. For EpicSaxGuy, clearly here you lay 4 eggs and you get 2 tuck cards. That's 6 points. So it is a slight edge obviously on these final activations to Julius, and maybe it's going to be down to this Roadrunner. We see so many times these hunting birds, one success or one failure, one way or the other, can make a difference. And obviously the Honey Buzzard as well. Depending on how many worms you get on that final reroll, that could have a few point swing either way for both players as well. So yeah, I think this is going to be really tight. The poll that we've got in the chat is overwhelmingly in support of Julius, so they are backing you up, Alex. But yeah, I feel nervous calling this one way or another.
Oh yeah, so don't mind me. I'm just saying my thoughts.
We get things wrong all the time, so don't listen to us.
Yeah, but I mean, this game is really polar. So every category, some player is really dominant in that. So one player is dominant on the tax, I think, but I think it can be equal, right? So bird points is dominant, also end of round dominant for another player. So let's see.
Let's see. Indeed, we have the final round finished. Both players tying on that one, and we go here into the score. So, oh boy, this is going to be a close one, I think. Both players are going to score very, very well. And, you look back to the start of this game and the starting hands certainly weren't the best. But there we go. Already a bit of a lead for Julius, but it is going to be brought back. Those end of round goal points. Eggs, I think it's going to be quite close. Slight lead for EpicSax going into the tuck cards. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm happy to be wrong. That was a really nice game. And again, I think when I'm commenting, I think it's already the second time I see the food decider.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I said it would be close, but I didn't think it was going to come down to that. And, you know, that honey buzzard on the final roll, I think it only got 1 worm. If it had got 2 worms, that's an extra tuck, an extra point for Julius. So, wow, what a game. And yeah, so many of these games we stream end up being on the tiebreaker like that, way more than I would normally expect. So, wow, what a good game that was.
Indeed. And I mean, again, going back to food deciders, always fascinating to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, just those
players.
Yeah, obviously those worms helped Julius get the extra tucks, but in the end helped EpicSaxGuy on the tiebreaker. So super close game. Yeah, I think we will just take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather, both for the commentary team, but also for the players. You know, they might need a change of underwear after that. So yeah, don't go anywhere. As I said, this is a best of 3 series. So stay tuned, and we'll be back very soon with game 2. All right, hello everyone. Hopefully you are still with us. Hopefully you haven't had a heart attack like I nearly did watching those scores count up. But yeah, I think we are just about ready here to head into game 2. Obviously, Julius is going to be going first this time. But before we do that, we do have a change in the commentary. So Alex has dropped off. I will also be making way in a second and handing over to Groovenstein and Motherlove. So first of all, Groovenstein, hello. How are you doing?
Flan, what is up, my dude?
What is up indeed? I am going to need a long break, I think. Hopefully we do have a game 3 later. I might be back for that.
You just retire. Just retire right now. Just close it, stream down everything. That's it. It does not get better.
No, that was a real good game indeed. And yeah, joining you, we've got Motherlove as well. Hopefully you're there, Motherlove.
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. Good stuff.
Hello.
That's what I like to hear. Hello. So I'm going to leave the stream in your very capable hands. Best of luck to you. And yeah, we'll get this game started very soon.
All right. Mother Love, what is going on?
You know, I didn't see game 1.
Oh, okay. You just saw the aftermath. You just came in.
No, I just quit right at the end.
Yep, there's bodies there's bodies all over the place. There's the ground smokes like you just come in for.
I heard someone had a panic attack. In fact,
a panic attack, a heart attack.
If you were paying attention at the end, that wasn't even Flan speaking earlier. We had to replace him with someone else who's still alive.
Yeah, Flan bot.
Okay, looks like we're starting.
All right, so the Prachtfucker.
Which one's the Prachtfucker? Oh yeah, the Black-Footed Diver.
Yeah.
Man, I love games with the Griffon Vulture, but there's nothing here to make it work.
Yeah, the Griffon Vulture is so neat because you can just get like, it's a food cost, no food cost bird with such high potential, but especially you pair it with like a rodent or falcon bonus, and you can just get huge hits from those. But looking at the tray,
they've pretty much done what I thought they were gonna do. You can't keep the Black-Footed Diver on its own because it's only 1 X space. You're gonna sort of get screwed by that. And they have bird counter plus Chaffinch set 6 point forest bird for 1 food.
Yeah. Plus,
it's decent. Not bad.
Yeah, that first end around with bull nests as well. I mean, it's worth playing even if you never use that power. Like it's already justified the cost for sure.
Mm-hmm. Maybe keeping the vulture for the field columns and the round. Maybe just keeping it because they like it. Because I'd probably keep it just because I like it.
Yeah, although what is this Okloga? I don't know what. And to our German viewers, I sincerely apologize. But
I didn't switch again.
Yeah, because they kept that with the vulture. I wonder if
it's ecology. No wait, Vogelintine. I think it's ecologist.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Oh,
yeah,
nice setup here.
Kleinen Lippen. Okay.
Yeah, the Phoebe black-headed gull. Yeah, I love that. It's one of those rare setups with where you can do it with the black-headed gull and the Phoebe or the hummingbird, where you can get 2 food to your opponent's 1. It's
you kind of guarantee that your opponent has a food as well.
Yeah. So I'd say, looking at that, keep the 3 food with that, and set those up in the wetland and start digging. I mean, I don't know. Do you consider maybe holding on to the sparrow? I don't.
Yeah,
think
I was gonna say. I mean, it's kind of annoying because it means you're only starting with 2 food. Whereas you want to be playing those 2 birds immediately.
And I think
you kind of hope you get something else, You play 2 wetland
Yeah.
birds, you hope you get something else.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I'm Sax guy, like I play the goal, lay eggs, get the Phoebe down, and then take cards. I mean, first card, I'm probably taking that Vireo because you're gonna have the food to play it right away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, play
right.
girl, take eggs, play Phoebe. You need the girl first.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah, because then they're gonna have 2 star nests. That's like pretty decent start,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plus, with the, I mean, it helps with, would help with multiple EORs. I mean, the first, the third, and the fourth.
I can't read what the 4th one is.
The fourth is the white and no
powers,
power
okay.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go black-headed girl, Phoebe in wetland? Sorry, yeah. I do that thing where I read the chat and I don't tell you that's what I'm doing, so it's confusing sometimes.
Oh, do I go black-headed gull and Phoebe in wetland? Yes.
You have to, yeah.
Asked and answered. For sure. And actually,
man.
I might.
Always stressful when you see your opponent's first bird is the black-headed girl. You're like, what are they gonna take from me?
Oh yeah. You're just gonna get annoyed to death. Yeah, I did notice.
Games. You did notice.
Speaking
what?
of,
Sorry.
oh, that's okay. Speaking of the of the German, so I noticed last game so the cuckoo is the kukuk or the kukuk, right? And the roadrunner is the Vega kukuk, which I looked up Vega and it looks like that's a road. So I'm gonna officially start referring to the roadrunner as the road cuckoo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice bit of trivia here.
There you go.
Wingspan plays.
Road
Wingspan
cuckoo.
viewers.
It's the road cuckoo.
Vega. Yeah, that's like road, but not necessarily. Whatever. I'm not gonna try and practice my German in live. So they took Bellsville immediately, I assume, trying not to get reset because the Black Void have a reset to the tray.
Yeah, I like that.
For sure.
And also, as soon as you put that Phoebe down, you're essentially kind of, I mean, you're advertising to your opponent that they're gonna,
you are signaling a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a presumed German in the chat that says you are correct.
It's the road cuckoo. All right. Did you say a presumed German?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if everyone in the chat.
Unverified German.
It looks like there's a bunch of people though. I don't know if we can get the numbers. I think only Flan has the numbers. But yeah, it's certainly a bit of a crowd here.
I was just kind of wondering about the purple grackle.
Yeah.
Oh,
is
that
it purple
would,
or purple?
It is purr. Yeah, that's a mandatory deny there, or even that's a bird you can.
It's a good bird. It's
to play in its own right. Yeah.
It's a bird counter as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It just means you can spam that wet end a little bit to try and get some birds without not scoring anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually, I think they'll be able to tie the EOR with this, right? Because they could lay eggs, put an egg on the chaffinch, then get the food for the grackle, then play the grackle, then take cards, and now they've got two bull nests here and a nice nice wetland setup.
I mean, they could they win if they take eggs? Take food, play the donut, take food, play the guac. Well, I think that's an extra turn, isn't it? And also you lose an egg, so no, they can't win. But it's certainly better than the donut, I would say.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point you make a choice and you have to throw away one of your birds. Which one is it? Yeah. I was afraid it was gonna be the vulture.
Yeah.
Man,
You gotta think for that vulture, man.
I was so looking forward to a game where they just try and play as many predators as they can. It's so fun. Anytime you can get loads of points on the end of round, it always feels like you're cheating your opponent a little bit. Oh, good bird there.
Yeah, nice.
Good bird for sure. Though. What you have? 2 ground nests, another one with the Vireo, and then the Bobolink is another one.
Yeah, I mean that bubble link is going to be a huge play whenever whenever you decide to
Play
deploy that. It's like, yeah, even if you play, the Vireo and then the bubble link, I mean already that's an 8-point play. And plus it saves you at least one turn of having to lay eggs.
Yeah. At least one. Especially because they're making quite a bit of food for now.
Yeah.
I would say I would consider briefly the Cormorant here, but it's pretty tough. If your opponent is somewhat competent, then they'll anticipate that you're trying to get fish and just stop taking them.
Oh, you mean the cormorant for
EpicSaxGuy.
EpicSaxGuy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually Passerine is nice.
Yeah, pretty good as well. Actually,
I guess it's contradictory, isn't it? But
yeah, for sure. So was I noticed as well. It's completely opposite of the other bonus card, but
yeah. But hey, you've got one, but you've already got 2 for that, and the Bobolink is a third. So
the Bobolink is the third.
The Bobolink is a Passerine as well, isn't it? Isn't it 30?
I don't know.
I thought it was 30.
I thought they were gonna go to it. At the same time, I feel like they're pretty close on Wetland Scientists. They have one, they have the Heron. They just need something to play with the Heron.
Yeah. Although
the choice has been made already. It's too late. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna see a tie on the first one. They both have a somewhat similar setup. Who do you think is kind of better setup for now?
Well, hello. Can I vote now?
Yeah.
Can I say now? No, I think I like. I don't know. It's tough, right? Because on the one hand you've got SaxGuy who's getting 2 food and 2 cards a turn, and then on the other hand you've got Julius who's getting a free food, and also is in plenty of opportunity to get cards and eggs with that Grackle, plus the Dunnock when they get that down. I mean, that'll help them get some extra eggs. So it's kind of, and in fact, hey, they're going to be able to get this Dunnock down now, aren't they?
Although it's not. If they get it Dunnock down, they're only going to have one.
Yeah, that's true. It's not worth it, is it? Yeah, I gotta remember it doesn't work like the common golden eye.
Yeah. Get the total Tauber.
The Lincoln Hammer.
It's always exciting at those points where it feels like, end of round 1, both players looking fairly close. What's gonna be in the round 2 tray? Is it gonna be like a game decider?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you give
there's a Chief Chaff in there or something.
Oh gosh, GG.
For sure. Let's see. I assume EpicSaxGuy is going first next round.
Yeah.
Because they're going last now.
No, isn't Julius? Oh no, EpicSaxGuy is going last now. Yeah, you're right. So they will get the turnaround. Yeah. So I like this Bobolink. It's it's another passerine bird. It gets you 4 eggs, 4 points, plus ties you on the EOR in one fell swoop. So that's a really nice play.
Yeah. 4 birds down in 1-1.
Yeah, that's always nice.
It's always a sign that it's going somewhat well. Pretty an exciting trade, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, for one, it's like okay, you kind of that
Yeah, could work.
Although filled columns, the long-tailed tit for filled columns.
It is a 0-point bird. You already have a column with the Bonelli.
That's true. Yeah. I'm trying to find. I mean, Mother Love. I'm just trying to find a use for that long-tailed tit, dude. All right, it's like, and it's a white and no power. I mean, come on. Okay, no.
Yeah, the Great Egret. The Great Egret, Great Heron power play. Keep it in the back just for the end, just in case your opponent thinks they're about to win, and then you drop the Great Egret, Great Heron.
Yeah. Right into like the I don't know, the puffin or something, and then you draw I don't know,
fishery manager
or something. Yeah, just. Oh, there we go. We're seeing these double play birds for this.
Oh, that is very good
for this this last column bonus. Yeah, or the column EOR. That's a nice pickup.
I mean, it would be better for EpicSaxGuy, so it's good to deny.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, I don't either.
We see our first Rule 16 of the game.
Yes, we do.
It doesn't necessarily help them too much,
No, I was gonna say, yeah, it's really not that great a card, but
I would take it for the deny.
Take it for the deny, and then if something comes up, I mean, there's still plenty of time left where if something comes up, you're able to. Because unfortunately, right, two of your grassland spots are taken up by white powered birds, but you could potentially, if you can draw 2 other like really strong grassland birds, then there's there's still enough time, I think, to make that worth it.
I mean, then they're not making any food. That's the main problem.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, if you pop a hummingbird or a nightingale or something. I mean, I say pop. It sounds like I'm saying kill them, but.
Yeah, I would probably take the Harrier as well. They were considering it.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing for Julius is that because of Eastern Phoebe paired with Black-Headed Gull, they kind of have a free bird feed of food every time, so they're not restricted to just worms.
Ah, yeah.
Would the gull be much better for Julius? I don't know, they're both running a wetland engine.
Yeah, I mean,
this might be one of those games where we don't see an OP bird play at all. They just both decide it's not good enough for them.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, the Baltimore Troupial.
You actually see some birds that are worth points. That Downy Woodpecker is actually pretty good to build that forest to be able to tuck more.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like tossing the. Oh my. Here, Finchy. Although, man, that's Swift.
That's Swift with the Eastern Phoebe.
That's going to be a nice pickup for Epic.
That certainly is going to work for them.
Yeah.
Especially since they still have.
Oh, it's my bird in the tray. It's
which
my
one's
bird,
your
the Steinadler.
Is it Alper, as in from the Alps?
No, Adler. Yeah.
Okay.
The Steinadler. There we go.
I almost saw a golden eagle, but he was too lazy to get out. I was pretty disappointed.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what you just said.
When I was in Austria, we almost saw a golden eagle, but he was sleeping. He didn't want to get out.
Aw, jerk.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't they? I mean, doesn't wildlife know that it's here for our amusement? Like,
I mean, that was in the Alpen Zoo. But yeah.
Oh. I have not been to Austria. I've been to Germany, but I've never been to Austria.
Flan is asking if you are changing from common goldeneye to golden eagle.
Oh boy, no, Flan. Never. You dance with the one you brought to the dance. All right. Like, you don't. Yeah.
Do you only like golden birds?
That's it kind of appears that way. Yeah.
Oh, dude, lesser whitefoot.
Golden eagle, goldeneye.
Is there a way to make lesser whitefoot work here? They could play in the grassland and get three eggs immediately. Then if they aim for maybe 3, 4, 5, that's a 12-point bird.
Which one?
The lesser whitefoot. Who has the better German accent in chat? I hope I have the better German accent. I've actually successfully fooled people into thinking I speak German, despite the fact that I do not.
I don't know anything about that. No, it was just when you say hello, like you sounded like Jürgen from the baking show.
Yeah. Man, none of those players are doing anything columns-wise.
No, yeah, well, see, the woodpecker would have been so much better.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Woodpecker into Bonelli. But they have... EpicSaxGuy has so many threatening birds in the back pocket. I mean, obviously they still have Bonelli, which I think they're gonna play at the end here. They have Great Egret into Great Blue Heron, and all of those they're gonna be able to... All of those are white powers. They're gonna be able to sort of snag that end of round. I'm surprised neither of them have taken the Swift, but
yeah, I am a little bit too. I mean, it seems like it's probably better for SaxGuy because they're guaranteed two worms per wetland activation, whereas Julius is guaranteed 0.
Yeah, but even for Julius, he still has bird counter. That's a 7-point bird for 1 food.
Oh,
and it does a column. So
wait, I thought he went with ecologist.
Oh yeah, who has bird counter? Does no one have bird counter?
I think bird counter. I think Julius said Julius had that one at the beginning and could have taken it and went instead for ecologist.
No.
I think. All right. Well, you have a German. The German saying that you have the better German accent, which I buy. I mean, that's fair. You're European. You know, I am. You're an actual European, and I am only European by heritage. But I will say, Hoffy, to my credit, that I'm like probably one of about 4 Americans who actually pronounces it Spätzle and not Spätzle or Spatzel. So
Those are
So-
high credentials.
yeah.
Oh, Captain Awesome is back. Who won game 1? Was it EpicSaxGuy? He went to full tiebreaker.
It was the Sax man. Yes.
He went to full tiebreaker, and I saw Julius reacted with a sad emoji in chat. So deductive reasoning from her, I think EpicSaxGuy won.
Yeah. Epic did. Yeah, you weren't there for the end, right? You just saw the.
Oh, Grove, you beat me on the poll. How did that happen? Do it again.
Oof da. Did I just swear?
I don't know.
I don't know. My apologies. Goldeneye would have Stein in the German. Goldenstein. Du hast.
I'm not sure what the plan is.
Du hast mich.
Did a recount my off? It's okay, I think I'll deal with it. I mean, I'm not happy about losing the poll. You know, I was way more invested in that poll than I should have been.
Are you gonna start having a heart attack now? Is that you've been taking your statins or whatever the one is for heart medication?
If you see me mute for about a minute because I'm just gonna have to scream. But that's normal. They could still play the white fort. Pretty doubtful though. I don't know, I just don't see how they can realistically run a grassland engine if they only make food in the forest.
Yeah, and actually, I wonder if are they going to look at well, I don't know. I was going to say maybe the pileated woodpecker for that. It does some things for him. Somehow a woodpecker applies to large bird first of all.
Yeah.
Which just seems wrong to me.
I mean, it's huge.
But so it is. We imported them from Georgia. What, Germans?
I'm trying to scroll back to Michael's last message to see if there's context to what he just said. No, I have no idea. No context at all.
We imported mother love from Georgia? What did we... Spätzle? Oh, okay, I see it. It's Spätzle.
Oh, we did see the white fort go down. That's gonna be so hard to... If they are planning on winning the grassland, it's gonna be so difficult to manage that white fort.
Yeah, well, you know what they might be doing, Mother Love. I wonder if the maybe the goal wasn't just something played for
to get rid of an egg,
EORs, or get rid of an egg or something. I don't know.
Large bird. How many large birds do they have? They have 2 girls and an eagle, and then they have 4 small birds. So they've already done small birds. They just need 1 large. They have another 2 large birds in the back. They might be able to do both bonus cards.
Yeah, that would now that would be something to be able to max out passerine and large bird.
They need the have you played Oceania yet? The Oceania expansion from the game.
Have I played it? Oh,
yeah.
I actually own it, but my problem is I have no friends, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
So I can't really, like, I've only ever played it with Automa, and it's been a long time. Like
you just don't have any friends that are Wingspan fiends, complete addicts.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, they need a bunch of Kiwis and stuff. Flightless birds They would count for both bonus cards.
Oh, okay. All I know is I think I've seen you guys say like the Gala is really good or something.
Yeah, the guy's busted.
Yeah.
Another full tugboat. Is he gonna take it? What does the owl do for him? Obviously, it would be cool to have a forest bird that scores points. You can sort of almost alternate between your forest and your grassland, your forest and your wetland, and 1-2 engines like that. It's a bit iffy to play the brilliant starting, just because you're making too many eggs and not enough cards.
Yeah, I mean, you would really need a 5th bird to
be able to chuck away them eggs. Yeah.
To be able to chuck away the eggs, and ideally, you would need that 5th bird. But wow, just crushing it on the bonus, man.
Oof. Fishery manager, they have another 2 birds in the bag. They just need a last one. It's an extra point.
Yeah, this is like the definition of like bird in hand versus right, because they'd have to find one enclosure bird, but of course the problem is that they don't have any right now.
Yeah, but they still have to find one fishery bird as well.
Yeah.
So either way.
Although that magpie is in the middle between large and passerine, but
Michael says take enclosure builder and take the Wilson snipe for the great egret play. It's kind of the same as the magpie. It doesn't do either bonus card. It's boring.
Yeah. Well,
It's still 5 points for 1 food. You take it.
Yeah, but you would. Well, I guess it'd be 6 for 1 food, I think, because of the. If it gets you if it maxes out enclosure for you, then it's another 3, but then minus the 2 eggs, right? So. You'd be hoping.
To do math. It's too early.
Oh, that's right.
It's not even round 4.
Yeah, too early for me to screw up math.
I haven't even begun to think on who's actually. Oh, and that's the last big bird they need as well.
Oh my sweet Mary.
Yellowhammer, that's a small bird that could make that work, but probably not.
Well, with the enclosure, you mean?
No, I mean with the white throat. They sort of work together, and then they're gonna be able to play a couple more birds.
Oh yeah, because that Yellowhammer, I wonder if the combination of Yellowhammer, doing passerine and enclosure builder. So this is one of those like, are they going full bonus card, right? It kind of seems like.
There is not that many brown powers on their board.
Yeah.
They're going for the Ultima challenge.
There needs to be a middle bird specialist bonus card. There does. There absolutely does.
But man, they have some.
They
have some surprises in the back here. If Julius thinks maybe they're safe or something, there's some surprises to come here.
This is definitely the Mother Love Groove tandem is definitely a much looser tandem than Flan and Alex. It's like all business.
I mean, commentary is being provided.
Yes, you are. People are making comments. Yes,
there is an audible voice track going on.
That's true. People are talking. Yeah. Yeah, this is legit a full bonus card situation. Like this is gonna be epic. Let's meet in Spain.
Man, Julius is hoping so much that EpicSaxGuy starts going for his grassland, but it's not gonna happen. They need too much food.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Token Cash in the chat. Did you just join? Hello.
Yeah, he wants to meet in Spain. Apparently, I'm seeing. I'm trying to find what it could possibly being referring to. I wonder.
Do we have,
it
to
seems
have the
he
rights
just
to create
inserted
polls?
himself into the conversation. Like that's my area of expertise. What? We have
I
what?
don't think we have the rights to create a poll on YouTube. I would ask which Wingspan YouTuber is your favorite?
Oh,
Create
yeah.
controversy in the chat.
Yeah, no, Flan's been doing he's been going crazy with weird polls just because he can, because he doesn't have to talk.
Yeah, he decided to take a break, and now it's just bored.
Yeah.
Captain Awesome, he's gonna play Yellow Hammer and then Eagle with extra turn. I don't know. Does he have food? I feel like Yellow Hammer for 2 birds could work, because it means you're gonna get some extra birds down for 1, which is always nice. And it's gonna do Enclosure Builder, and it's gonna do Passwind Specialist. It does a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
Enclosure Builder, they need 1 to finish it. Passwind, I believe they need 1 as well. How many big birds do they? They have enough big birds to...
They do, yeah. They've got the 2 double birds and they've got the Imperial.
Go back to the other. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be awesome. They're gonna be able to do all the bonus cards.
That's wild.
Are we gonna see a double win from EpicSaxGuy again?
I don't know. I think we are.
He just grabbed a hit for Yellow Hammer. I appreciate Captain Awesome actually talking about the game in chat though. Very...
Yeah. That's some. Hey, as long as talk about the game happens like in the chat or on the commentary, then it's fine. It's just one or the other.
Exactly.
Or both. As long as somebody's got it covered. All right.
I don't think Julius is doing that well, you know. I don't think he has really any points at all.
Well, that's a problem.
I mean,
I don't think he has any points. He's
59 quick glimpse there. How much the flies are coming out. How much would you say you aiming to get like at the end of round 3? When you look at your score at the end of the round, how much would make you say, yeah, I'm on the right track, say?
I don't know. I mean, it like if I have, you know, if I have a really strong engine, I mean, I'm okay even with like, you know, 40 or something. But you know,
40.
Well, if I've got a really nice engine set up for my last round, yeah. But I would say for the most part, I mean, I'd like to have, you know, kind of 50, 60 by this point.
Fair play. I normally look at it as if, you know, excluding round 1, you want to do about 30 a round to get 90. So 59. They don't have a strong engine to run. 59. You know. The question is not whether they're doing well or not, it's whether they're doing better than their opponent.
Right.
And the opponent, he's doing all his bonus cards. He has a bunch of huge
Puffin sighting.
Let's put in
Puffin
manager.
Puffin sighting with the Yellow Hammer, which is which is gonna like, you already want to kind of go grab food or whatever. So
Oh, there's three.
Although I
There's
guess
three fish in the. There's 3 fish in the feeder.
yeah.
Everything's
Well,
aligned.
no, there won't be though if you once you draw cards and you start giving out food because Julius will have the good sense to reset the feeder with the black-headed gull.
You could skip the bar. It's probably not
know.
worth, but you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing. They need so much food to play.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
thingy
lot
to
of
thingy
food.
to thingy.
That is a lot of food.
I feel like they might skip the puffin and just play the quo instead.
Yeah.
Oh, they have 2. I was gonna say they have 2 killing birds. They could have kept that, but it's fewer points than the quo. But as Flan famously said, if 2 birds are equally as good, but one of them is more fun, I play the fun bird. And probably
Why?
the quo's more fun.
That doesn't sound like Flan at all.
That's what he said.
Flan would play the fun bird?
It's on tape. I mean, we all remember that time where Flan decided to not score optimally and instead taunt his opponent by just filling up his board. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. I don't
That was
remember
also-
that. I thought you were going to say he would taunt his opponent by saying that his mother was a hamster and his father smelt of elderberries, but alas, no.
That was also caught on video. We have video. We could blackmail Flan if it eventually comes to that.
Well, I think blackmail requires that the person be embarrassed. So if you like Flan are a person with no shame, then blackmail
I
is
mean,
no
now
weapon
he
against you.
he has a reputation to uphold nowadays.
Yeah.
Oki, I'm glad you're enjoying the commentary. We haven't really been talking about the game this past 4 turns.
I don't. This past 4 turns, I think it runs deeper than that, my friend.
It feels like it's settled for me. I feel like EpicSaxGuy is gonna win. I don't really see any way. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to see Julius win, obviously, because that way we get a 3rd round.
Well, right. You always root for the game 3.
Who do we have scheduled? We have Noam scheduled for commentary, I think.
Yeah.
Whom I haven't heard in the past. So
you know what the real tragedy of doing of having it only go 2 games is that you and I end up doing the post game wrap up. Do we end up doing the post game interviews?
That's just poor planning from Flan. He should have put us on game 1 to set the standards low, and then then he comes in with Alex on game 2.
Because he doesn't want to chase the viewers off though, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. First impression matters.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So, having us do the post game wrap up, it's like we're gonna, they play this great match, for the final of this tournament, and we're asking them about, German pronunciations and or some other such silly thing.
Fish. Ooh, what's happening here? Fish quote just to get extra food to play the Eleona Falcon in the wetland?
I no joke, just thought you said aluminum falcon.
Eleonora. Man, already apparently I didn't say... What did I say earlier? That was...
No, you said Eleonora's falcon. It's fine. It's just, for a second, my brain skipped and told me you said aluminum.
Yeah. So they're gonna play the Helium Falcon.
The helium the cadmium falcon. the iodine falcon. To start.
The golden
Oh,
falcon.
there you go. The Stein Falcon.
Oh, we could try and anticipate the German name before it gets done. Who takes the win here? EpicSaxGuy takes the win. No question.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
EpicSaxGuy has been pretty flawless on stream for now. It gives him extra power. Obviously, coming from a performer, he's been at Eurovision. He's used to the crowds. And he knows how to put on a show.
Yeah, so what do we got to do? We got to draw cards if we're going to use that yellow hammer. But
I mean, they have...
can't. Do they have I don't think they have enough food, though, if they're looking...
I mean, they could go Great into Falcon and just not play the Great Blue Heron.
Oh, yeah.
How many... They're gonna get 2 food. Oh! Julius does have a fish in his hand. So, you know. Ooh, that's good. That is really good.
What's happening, Lone Eagle, is that we are saying absolutely nothing of substance. That's what's happening.
Oh, what's happening? Okay, they just drew birds as the last necessary action for the yellow hammer. Got the spoonbill. That means even if they don't have food for the Great Blue Heron, they can go Great Egret into spoonbill. Still do the big bird bonus card. They've already done. Yeah, because they played the fish course, so they're gonna do that. I'm pretty sure they've already done the ground nest with the yellow hammer. They only clear 3 eggs. 1, 2.
Dude,
So
this last play is going to be epic. Like, I actually kind of feel bad for Julius a little bit because, like, Julius is just not gonna see this, you know, this 47-point play coming at the end.
Yeah.
You know, like, Julius has put together a good game. I mean, we just see they got, 86 points. And they're like, they're thinking, okay, right now this play is just gonna be.
Well, what's more points here? Food for the Great Blue Heron, or is it eggs? Eggs, you can probably throw away your food. That's 5 points. You lose 2 points because your opponent gets 2 points, 3 points. Food is probably more points because if you take food, you also get an extra egg with the white foot at the end of the game. So I think it's an extra point. There you go. We did our necessary bit of math here.
Yeah, that was way beyond my comprehension, man.
Just in case the Vim is watching in the back and it's like.
Yeah.
Man, you. We need to hear what Julius is thinking. He's probably like. I often count the points on my opponent's board at the end. He's probably like, oh, I'm kind of close,
I mean, he's got to know something's up when SaxGuy is taking food like that.
Sax has a whole pantry.
Sax is a food bank. Yeah.
Do you gamble here, or do you go for the safe 9? You always gamble.
You've got 147 birds played. You go for the gamble. Like
you risk it for the biscuit. As Flan said, I believe that's a Flan expression again.
You got so many birds down. You've got to go.
For another 6 points.
Yeah.
Man.
And I mean, I know sometimes I take the more high variance play or whatever, but like, no, when you've got 14 birds down, you have to go for the bonus card.
How many points is that gonna be, man? I don't think it's gonna be close at all.
No, that was a lot. Just won all the EO, or I guess 1, 3, or 4, tied the other. Yeah,
it's a toughie. It's painful, especially losing the last game on like 1 food or something.
Yeah.
Well, what are the chances that EpicSaxGuy wins in every category? That would be disrespectful. More tax for Julius, I believe, but yeah, I'm not too surprised to see that result.
Yeah.
Fantastic game, man.
Yeah. That was quite a
24-point play. You think that was 24-point play? Because he did one bonus card as well, and another. So wait. Yeah. I want to count in. I can't count in English. It's weird.
Yeah, I can't count in front. Let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4,
18
5,
plus
6, 9, 10.
24 minus
That's all I
5,
got.
19. They got another 3 point on the bonus card. 22. That's it, I believe. How did we get to 27? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We almost see a field goal as well. If only they would have gotten their hands on that Danny Woodpecker. But yeah, fantastic game from EpicSaxGuy. A fair display from Julius, but
yeah, and it was nice. It was nice to see that, like, all the
his body's a bit overshadowed.
All the EE birds, you know, and just kind of the
yeah, for sure. I mean, only 3
unconventional setup.
Only 3 actually 4 brown powers, but pretty much only 2 of them were useful, you know.
Yeah.
That's a very wide board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, do we get to unmute them now?
No, I think Big Brother is back.
There you go. I've unmuted the sax man and the Julius man. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Sax person. Hello.
Sax. Instrument player.
Who said yes? Julius, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Man, how do you feel about that game? Because obviously, I assume you knew there was a Yellow Hammer play coming, but maybe you didn't know quite the extent of it.
Yeah, at that point I was already thinking that I would lose, but seeing those 3 birds was the nail in the coffin.
It's tough for sure, man. I mean, you have a good score, like you've put on a good game, but yeah, EpicSaxGuy. You know, that's this. I don't know. I think that's only the second time he's been on stream for a best of 3, and he never gets to 3 games.
Because he wins so fast or he loses so fast.
Yes.
No, he's always winning. It's a tough opponent for sure, but you know. But yeah, congrats on getting that far in the tournament, to be fair. I'm pretty happy that we can call EpicSaxGuy our winner, though. Great play. He's still not able to speak, apparently.
Yeah, I can hear now.
Oh, okay, cool. What's your thought on the last game? Obviously, a great display of EE birds, we were saying.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The opening is nice with the Gull and the Phoebe because I can always get food, and the game can go in many directions from there. I can go full tuck, or this was very different. It was a lot of fun with the White Trophy and Yellow Hammer in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was a great pivot because I feel like this is a path that wasn't obvious to see going White Fort Yellow Hammer, especially on round 3, but it paid off pretty big time here.
Yeah, and I mainly played the White Throat in the start because of the end of round goal and figured it was the best bird to play, and it ended up giving me a lot of points in the last 2 rounds as well, especially when I saw he had double pink power for grasslands.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting you to go for some sort of grassland engine, and I thought playing those pink powers would give me the edge in the match in the end.
We were thinking that as well. I think as soon as Franklin's Girl came out, he was like, "Oh, I need to counter Franklin's Girl," and then it didn't really work out.
Yeah, I think my pink power is only triggered like 3 times or so.
Yeah, but that's the necessary egg for the yellow hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the first game, man, so close. I mean,
yeah, the first game felt kind of bad. I mean, I think I did a few mistakes, like playing that purple marten in the grasslands and not in the wetlands, not in the grasslands. And also, I think I should not have played the last forest bird because it costed two grubs, and I could have turned those into points with my other bird. When it's so close, I keep rethinking this game all the time.
It's okay. It's on video forever, so it will never leave your mind.
You might want to watch it with the commentary off.
I do that.
It is on video forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first game was really hard. I don't think I ever played the Oreo, the pink power. I think I played it like once in 500 games. I don't really like it, but I couldn't find many good options. But yeah, it managed to barely pull it out in the end.
Oh, I have a question, just out of personal curiosity. At the beginning, I think it was Julius. You kept the Griffin Vulture. Even though you didn't have any predators in sight. Is that just in case your opponent goes for a predator heavy game, or is that just because?
Yeah, it was for a few reasons. One of the end of round goals was the one with the columns, and I thought I could just play it for that or gain X a little bit better. And and the other reason is if my wetland bird was the one that refreshes the tray. And I thought maybe I can find some cheap predators and then play the game like that, but it didn't happen. And also maybe my opponent was going to play a predator or two, and then I would have also played it.
They did.
Yeah, but I think that was into round 2, not in the first round.
Yeah, we need Alex on the stats here, because I believe it was the Eastern Imperial Eagle who has 100% win rate when played. and Bonelli was on like 90 something, or I don't know. Certainly think both when you're running a wetland engine, that's a pretty nice thing to see.
But I played the Imperial Eagle on my first game, I think. So it's not 100%.
There you go. You try to guarantee the win by playing it. You know, if I play, I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, great games. Unfortunate that we didn't see a game 3, because with that caliber of play, I'm sure everyone wanted to see a game 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if Flan or Groove have something to say. Flan has been going crazy with the polls in the chat.
Have indeed. Yeah. Some very fun polls to have, but yeah, I mean, some real good games to watch. Yeah, obviously, just congratulations again, EpicSaxGuy. First tournament win. Must be a good feeling for you to get that in the bag now.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think as the guys have said, you know, Julius, tough game 2, but yeah, that game 1, real impressive switch to the grasses, and always painful when you come so close on the food tiebreaker. But yeah, you did yourself absolutely no shame in that one. So a couple of good games. Definitely would have liked to see a game 3, but yeah, cannot begrudge EpicSaxGuy for that real good performance. And yeah, I think we'll probably wrap up the stream here. So thank you to my wonderful commentary team who've joined me throughout the stream. Yeah. And of course,
thank you for everyone else who joined the stream.
Yeah. Of course, thank you to the players for agreeing to do this. Definitely, as I said, some good games. I'm sure you'll both want to watch the back. Julius, maybe after a long night's sleep.
Flan, can you tell us how many players were in the stream? How many
we had a lot.
people watching?
I think we peaked at about 40, like 41, 42. So a lot of viewers, and they were.
I mean, it looked like a lot of people.
Yeah, they were served an absolute treat. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Do stick around. Obviously, subscribe to the channel for more streams like this. Come and join us on the Discord as well. You can take part in our tournaments and maybe some live streams as well. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.